All right, I want to move it on to the other end of the pitch now as well, because you can look at Man United and say, well, they've got a few gaps where they could fill and they could strengthen. They are interested in a striker, right? They've been linked with Ollie Watkins, Nicholas Jackson, but it seems, Benjamin, we call him Sesko?
Hey, we have Tim Vickery
later
like
on,
Sean Connery. He's great at pronunciations.
Sesko, I think that's how you pronounce it.
I won't be pronouncing it like that.
It sounds like you've had a few when you say it that way. He's the front runner now. So where are we with this at the moment?
So Manchester United, we know, have really struggled to score goals in the last 12 months, something Ruben Amorim has highlighted many a time. And as we understand it, Manchester United have held initial talks with RB Leipzig over Benjamin Sesko. 13 goals in the Bundesliga last season. And we were just talking about earlier, Jay, that he's got a variety of goals, didn't he? And that is something I think Ruben Amorim wants in his team, not just the lack of goals, but someone who can work in his system. And I mean, what do you think, Jay, in terms of Sesko and what you could add to the Premier League?
Yeah, no, I think he's a really good player. Obviously, he's a young player as well. When I look at his all-round game, he to me is exactly what Man United need. They need someone that is good in the box, that's a good finisher. He's very cute as well. He makes really good runs. You know, he goes to feet and then checks in behind and vice versa. He scores all different goals. He's a very strong player. But the way Man United will play with the two number 10s, they need a focal point. And even though Højlund has been, he's been good in games. You've seen he went for a season. In the part of the season last year where he scored a few goals and he was on a bit of a run. But ultimately, I feel like Sesko could be that upgrade where, especially when they're putting balls on the box from wide areas, he's that kind of fox in the box, but then he's got that imagination as well to get involved in the game a bit more than Højlund does.
So where would that leave Højlund then? If Sesko comes in, I know he said he wants to fight for his place, but can you see them having both of them there?
Yeah, definitely. Again, Højlund is young. He's still learning, especially in the Premier League, and that's not to say Sesko, he needs to get used to the Premier League as well. But the fact that he said that he wants to stay and fight for his place is good. That's him showing a good attitude. But again, he has to be patient, because if Man United go and sign Sesko, then he's going to start.
Well, one thing I would say is, there will be inevitable comparisons between Sesko and Rasmus Højlund, but when Manchester United signed Rasmus Højlund for a lot of money, has to be said, 2 summers ago, Rasmus Højlund was going to a very different Manchester United team. When he made his Premier League debut against Brighton, the other attacking options was an injury-ravaged Anthony Martial. Marcus Rashford didn't know his best position in that team. You had Alejandro Garnacho, who's just 19 years old as well, and Ahmad, who was quite young in that team as well. If Sesko does join Manchester United, Højlund as well coming back into this team this season, you're backed up now by Bryan Mbeumo, Matheus Cunha, and Bruno Fernandes may be playing in a deeper position. So the situation both of these strikers would be playing in is completely different.
Now, and also when they played Bournemouth the other day, didn't they? And Areola was talking, and he said they're going to be a proper team this year, and they played some really good football, scored goals obviously, which is important. And even though Bournemouth have lost players, they're no pushover. They're still a good side, still got a very good manager. So it was good to see that. I think it's going to be a great Premier League this year. I can't wait for it, honestly.
So many good signings. He said it, Sesko. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Get on board.
Sesko.
Sesko. I don't know about
Right.